To get started, click the button below and select a stream. This one. Wow, no viewers? Crazy. Alright, well, since you can delay ads for 10 minutes during an important moment, I don't... What? You mean I get to choose when they... That's... Seems crazy for me to just be like, ad. I don't like having that power. That's dumb. Alright. Well, I'm going to... I don't even know what the audio levels are. I'm assuming it's loud because these mics are kind of fucking awful. Anywho, I'm gonna just introduce this like it's a video, and we'll move on from there and see what happens. So, I am going to attempt to take this pyramid brick, and all I want to do. This has been cleaned. It has been fixed. It has been repaired. It's my personal Xbox. It works. It works. And I want to just pop the heat sinks off, throw some new thermal paste under there, put them back on, and put it all back together. This should be like a 30-minute event. Will it work out that way? No. But I have the shittiest mics known to man at my disposal, and that also means that you're going to get to hear every single gallon of this drop down my gullet. Yep. Anywho. So, well, welcome to the jankiest thing that has ever been done. And here we go. No smooth transition, no nothing. Come here. Alright. Oh, God. This may have been a mistake. Alright. I can't do anything. The tripod leg right here. Oh, my God. This is a disaster already. I haven't even done anything yet. Hold on. Wait. Oh. Alright, hold on. Maybe we can move this back out of the way. Alright. Yeah, that should work. I think. I'm looking at the screen and this is like nightmare inducing. Okay. So these are hex screws. Welcome to the iFixit kit we have at home, by the way. I think they're T9s, but I could be wrong. I'm wrong. How about T10s? Okay. How about T15? Hey, all right. Why did I do that? This was the generation of the longest fuck screws. Why? Don't know. The PS2 has long screws. This has long screws. I don't know if the GameCube has long screws, actually. It's been a while since I've taken a GameCube apart. Mainly because the ones I have are just fine, so I don't really feel the need. I went in deep enough to change the clock battery in them, and then that's it. The speaking of clock batteries, the clock capacitor that is known to just fucking explode in these Xboxes has been removed already. So all we are trying to do, pop the heat sinks out, put thermal paste on, close it back up, 30-minute stream, in and out, easy peasy. Is that going to work? No. Are these mics terrible? Yeah. I can't even get this thing off. This is going swimmingly already. Oh, God. All right. All right. Yeah, fairly clean. A little smudgy, but it is what it is. Okay, so everything in here is standard. I have done nothing to swap this out. Which model? I have a Thompson. Don't remember if this is like an okay disk drive, but I haven't done anything to like mod this or do whatever. As far as I'm concerned, I'm going to try to keep this as stock as I can. Um, if the time comes to do mod stuff, then the hell yeah. But as of right now, I don't really care. Xbox games are fairly cheap because nobody really wants them, so I have kind of just been living large, playing a lot of Tony Schalk games. Yeah. This cable sucks. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, real good. Just kind of have to ease this one out. There we go. And then once that's popped out, these are T9s. I remember T9s being a thing, or I'm just speaking out my ass. Nope, it's T9s. I am correct. Look at me go. Goodbye, one viewer that I had. Okay. I'm just going to put that here. I think there were supposed to be more screws, but I probably have lost them. And plus, with how compacted everything is in here, it's not that big of a deal. But, yeah, standard stock hard drive. I never bothered replacing these. I just don't care. This is going to sound terrible. Oh, yeah. Just watching audio levels peak. So, yeah, these are what we want. There's one here, and there's one under here. We want these. We want to pop these out. And I never could. Is there not a screw holding this down? I may have also lost the screw that's holding that down, too. Well, that's the disk drive, and that's the disk drive power. And, yep, nope, there was nothing holding that down either. Look at me. Look at that. Look at this tiny fan. Wow, aren't you adorable? Kind of forgot that's there. This disk drive is super, super, super important. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 is currently in there. I forgot to eject it before starting this project. So, here we are. Let's see. So the clock capacitor that is supposed to explode, I believe, is here, possibly. I'll have to look. When I take the board out, I can look, because I tried to solder in a new one just so that it was there, and it did not work. So I just left it. But, you know, that is what it is. I don't really care. So this is the power cable. So we might not have to necessarily pop these out. It is nice knowing that there's another fan under here. I did not really remember that. Yeah, because this pops off. And then this is what I'm wary about. I don't really want to break these clips, but I think the only real way to get in here is by prying them. Oh, God. Oh, didn't like that. Not a fan. Because if we can just do this without having to take the whole motherboard out, that'd be sick. Oh, yeah, not a fan. Okay. I might just have to pop the whole motherboard out. Honestly, wait. Can we attack it from this end? You know, where the fan is? Because I can always just get another fan. Capacitor is solely relying on me, like, soldering it incorrectly, and I'm probably not going to do that. Yeah, so this just tightens it all up. And now it should be loose. I should just be able to jam that under there. Let's not scrape up the motherboard. Also not stab myself. Thank you. Oh, Christ. Oh my God. This is nuts. The fact that this is so loose, though, that's just telling me that thermal paste is gone. Like, whatever was there is gone, and it needs, because it shouldn't do that. There should be some resistance. And it's just like, like, I shouldn't be able to just lift that up, you know? Let's see. I really don't want to have to take this whole motherboard out, because then I gotta unhook the controller ports, and I gotta, oh man, I really don't want to. Let me see. Perhaps if we push this and then this, and then fucking do nothing with that power. If we push this and then this, perhaps then maybe we can get the fuck. Mama. Ooh, what the fuck? Why is this on so tight? Okay. Well, this is... I'm sorry, but this is a little fucking ridiculous. Just a smidge ridiculous. God, I don't even know how you would go about getting this one off. Yeah, that works. Let's see. Then the whole fan should just lift out. Should just lift out. There we go. And then how in the hell? Oh, that's just... Should be able to just push that down. Push this down. Push these out. Going left-handed. This is probably for not the best. Oh, there we go. And I should just be able to... See, this one's more in there. Hey, that thermal paste is looking pretty okay for over 20 years. But that's one. Wonder what that is. This is NVIDIA. This is not a GPU. This is either GPU or CPU. I'm thinking that might be CPU because it's got a dedicated fan. If this is the GPU, dog, you've just been raw dogging it without like any fucking help. Okay, so that was nice and easy. So what's your excuse? You're held in by plastic. That one's held in by metal. Speaking of which, I'm going to put that there so I don't lose it. So what is your reasoning? God damn. Alright. Good old lefty method again. You know, non-dominant hand. Non-dominant hand doesn't care if it's got to brute force it a little bit. Just so long as I'm not running over any pins, I don't really care. Oh. Oh my god, we're so close. Hold on. Okay, nope, I think lefty's the way to go. Oh god. Oh, we're back where we started. That's cool. Oh my god. Holy shit. The big problem is since it's just plastic, I really don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on it. I might have to come to that, and that might be a problem for later. But this really needs thermal paste because, like I said, this should be more locked down. Like, this shouldn't just lift off. Shit, I stuck my hand in the thermal paste. It's fine. Oop. Oh, you bitch. Oh, there we go. That's one off. Please just tell me that I can just... Yeah. Yeah, look at... I don't know if this was always supposed to be yellow. But that's yellow. And... yeah, that ain't great. Well, there we go. So that's the CPU. That's Intel, so that's the GPU. Okay. At least the GPU had a good amount of thermal paste and a fan on it. Opening up our new bottle of 91% isopropyl alcohol, which means it's gonna eat away at the thermal paste fast and dry just as fast. Now I could come in here with Q-tips, but I don't give a shit. I do. I'm just too lazy to go get the Q-tips. Wow, we're shaking the whole fucking table, huh? Yep, NVIDIA X GPU. Well, what do you know? Looks like this chip was like burned. Like that's a crazy battle scar to have. Hell, it might have been. Again, 20-year-old thermal paste. Give me 1 sec. I am gonna go grab Q-tips, but I'm going to have to sneak into our child's bed. Oh, probably can't. I'm gonna have to sneak into our child's bedroom to go get the Q-tips. Don't ask why they're in there. They're just there. So I'm not gonna take this with me, but give me 1 second. I will be right back. No one that's here. Oh. Oh no, my toes. I'm looking at free toes. Okay. Oh Lord, oh no, my toes. Q-tips acquired. So, what the fuck is it? Whatever. You know what? We'll use it. I paid for them. So let's just get the edges of that GPU. Oh yeah, that's a... Oof. Again, 20 years of thermal paste. Maybe that's not burnt. Maybe that's the design. Maybe it just has a black circle around the middle. I don't know. That just seems... I don't know. I've never seen that before. Maybe that's a proprietary thing for the Xbox. I forgot to put my mic back on. Can you tell it's been a while since I've streamed? How the fuck did I have to have this on? The last time I was streaming on Twitch, and it was before my second kid was born, and oh my god, it's probably been about 2.5 years now. Yeah, that's Probably not great. Whoops. All right, back in we go. Now, you know. We could have started with the heat sinks first, but I like to get the most important part out of the way. And you know what? This little chip is responsible for being able to read and generate my Tony Hawk Underground graphics, and that's what's important to me right now. So I just wanted to make sure I got this first. I lobbed off a big piece of thermal paste with that, so. And there goes a Q-tip into the rubbing alcohol. God damn it. Welp. You know, back when I was a kid, and I was like first experimenting with cleaning tech like this, I would always end up accidentally sacrificing a Q-tip to the rubbing alcohol. And it just kind of seems poetic that I just opened this up and immediately dropped the third Q-tip I was going to use into the rubbing alcohol. That just, you know, that just feels right. All right. I mean, we're still getting some gunk off of it, so I probably should keep rubbing, but at a certain point, there's only so much I can really do. Because we're also not trying to unseat these. Because these are soldered in, and I really would like to keep it that way. Let me just clean the circuits around it, too. Or the traces. Oh, let me leave some Q-tip in there, too, while I'm at it. Okay. Yeah. Hell, I'd say that's pretty good. Now here we go. Let's see. Let me try to get a shot of that. There we go. The camera works kind of backwards. I guess I could do it like this. Yeah. Okay. Try to cover that up. There we go. Can we focus? Does this the lens spin for focusing? Oh my god, it does. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. That's your GPU on an Xbox, and then over here is your CPU, which we have not touched yet. But it is an Intel something or other. What worries me is how small it is. I think that might just be the die. And I've never really messed with cleaning just a die before. So that's a little worrisome. I'm going to try to focus this in. I think that's good. So we're going to save that for a little bit. Let's tackle this heatsink. So I'm just going to do this just to get a nice initial whoa. Just a nice initial fucking whoop, you know? Yeah, really spread it around there. Get it inside of all the nooks and crannies. Make it a real fucking pain in the ass to get out later. Alright, so we are kind of... Wow, this is really reflective, huh? We are... Where the hell can I even cast a shadow on this? Or... Okay, you might just have to... Okay, we can kind of see it. We are... Focus on the fucking... There we go. We're kind of there. We're just going to have to take the Q-tip to get the more finer details, but we're almost there. I'm just going to kind of do a general rub over, see what we pick up. Because the issue that I foresee with this is that visually we're not going to really be able to tell that it's getting cleaner. We're just going to have to kind of go off of what the Q-tip's producing. And at a certain point, too, you're just going to start scraping the color of the natural metal off. And that's going to be a problem. But yeah, I think that's as good as we're going to get her. Nope, just stuck my hand right in that thermal paste. All right, nope, you know what? I did it already. Might as well commit to it. Yeah. Then whatever. Okay, so now then we're going to go for the CPU die, which I am scared about. Oh, they actually have the CPU written here. It's an L225A178 SL5SN. That means something to somebody. So let's just be fucking real delicate here. Because I'm worried about this. Just little rubs. Just little tiny smidgen rubs. Yeah, that's just a die. I don't know. I don't really know if I should be fucking with this, honestly. This might be above me. I don't even have to throw a mite in there. This is 100% above me. Well, the only thing we can do is hope that it still works after this. Another one in there just to kind of clean up the residue around it. Alright, let's just kind of get in there with this. Yeah, the big worry there is that is just the straight die of the CPU. That's new. Don't know what that is. Uh-oh. Let's hope I didn't break it. We're gonna find out at the end of this. Let's clean the thermal paste off this thingamajig and just get out of here. Oh god. Okay. And and then just a nice wah. We'll take our good old friend the Q-tip and just kind of rub in that area. On camera, yep, I was going to say on camera, this is just going to look like a white nothing. I can try and, oh, wait, there we go. Yeah, you can kind of see what I'm doing now. It's not in focus. And I'm too lazy to change the focus and then change it back, so, you know, it be what it be. But I just kind of want to try and, yeah. Okay, good enough. Alright. So now, I think all we gotta do now is just thermal paste it up and seal this bitch back up and see if it turns back on again. So I'm just using this like generic Corsair TM30. Maybe there's specific thermal paste I'm supposed to use, but I have what I have, and that's kind of just what I've lived by. Make do with what you got. So I'm gonna put like, I don't know. I don't even know how much goes on like a die. Okay, well, judging by the fact that it didn't stick, I'm gonna almost confidently say that that ain't dry. And these weird little air bubbles that are showing up that are freaking me out, I'm wondering if it became unseated, and that's going to be a problem. But let's just put it on. Just go there, please, God. Oh, all right. Oh no. Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. Please stop. Okay. All right. Whatever. Over to the GPU. GPU will be a little more generous on because I kind of know this looks pretty similar to like a modern day CPU. So I'm not too concerned. Oh boy. I'm never going to be able to play Tony Hawk Underground 2 again, aren't I? If this, okay, here's the thing. If this doesn't work, all hope is not entirely lost. I have a leftover. I have a more broken or Xbox laying around. I can try to hot swap parts to. Obviously, I'm not gonna unseat these and swap them. I'm gonna probably just rip the motherboard out of this one, and pop the other one in, and hope and pray. But okay, so this was CPU. Let's get this one on first, because this one I think is going to be a pain in the ass. Try to wipe the thermal paste. Okay. All right. So this was here. Oh Lord. And then it had this plastic thingy. Oh. Yep. Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh God. Oh. No. Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that's seated. That's in there. I don't know if I should apply more pressure or not. Where's the other? There it is. So this does kind of have a way that it has to fit in because of the fan. And I think it was like this. Yeah. Yes, it was. Okay. Well, we can't put the fan back in yet because we gotta to put in there. So let's do this. And we're gonna grab that and pop. Yeah, all right, that went surprisingly well. This is not going to turn back on again. Okay, now got our teeny tiny screws for our teeny tiny fan. This gigantic fucking Xbox. Thank you for joining the live. When you were there, viewers, your attendance was appreciated. Oh God, okay. Got these teeny tiny screws for a teeny tiny fan, and Dad just wants to play Tony Hawk Underground 2. But unfortunately, he probably broke his Xbox. Okay, we got the fan in. We got the heat sink. We got the heat sinks. We got the fan. That's it. Now it's just a matter of putting it all back together. I'm going to close up this rubbing alcohol before it spills fucking everywhere. So now it's just a matter of putting everything back in. Heatsink, fan. This god-awful thing. All right. Disk drive with Tony Hawk Underground 2 in it. Very important. Do not drop. Specifically because Tony Hawk Underground 2 is in there. Oh my god, how the hell? Okay, Trent, this is like your 15th time inside of an Xbox. You should vaguely know what you're doing at this point. However, it gets scary. It's still scary every time I do it. Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Okay. Now you. Oh, you're there. Oh, cool. You are. You get into the. Yep. And then you. Hello? Okay. You have this little cable management thing. So oh, God. So we're going to just pop that in there. Because then everything, once this is seated, everything can kind of be managed from the seated position. Now, here's the funny thing for people just tuning in. I don't have all the screws that are meant to mount all of these. I have one. Here it is. Hit somebody before me was already in this and lost the two other screws that are supposed to go somewhere in this general area. I think here and either in the middle or somewhere. I don't know. But yeah, somebody already lost those, so here we are. So then this, okay. Let's just get no. Let's do this guy first. So you have a cable management thing here, cable management thing here, and then a god awful connector here. Maybe. And then oh, hello, welcome. Do you like this awful garbage jank setup? Because I got this is it. This is the best we got. And then we plug this thing, whatever outdated data cable this is, into there. Are you seated? You're kind of at an angle. I'm going to assume not. Whoa. Okay, yeah, you are. And this gets tucked under there. And then I think that's it. Now, all right. So as if we're going to move the camera, so get your motion sickness goggles ready. So we are going to aim it at the TV. So get ready for nonsense. Welcome to the Q-tip box. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay. All right, come here, tripod that I have the camera precariously balanced upon. I don't even know if the camera's going to reach with this cable. All right, hold on. Let me make sure none of the kid stuff. It's an IDE cable. Listen, I know what it is. Outdated. It's fine. All right. Let me make sure nothing else is going to be exposed. Okay. Cool. Sick. Radical. So, welcome to the welcome to my TV. It's a bit of a mess up here. You have two kids. They kind of want to grab and touch everything, so it's a little disturbing. But we're gonna try and slide this somewhere. Oh. All right, you $20 Walmart table. Don't you give out on me. Oh, God. Ah, jeez. Okay. Good enough. Okay. Now. The Xbox's cables are down in here somewhere. Hold on, let me move my Switch 2 real quick. All right. Yep, the Xbox's cables are there. Oh. Xbox going in the thingy. I will put it all back together as soon as I know it works and I can still play Tony Hawk Underground. Oh. Hey, this cable's a lot longer than I thought. Okay. Not okay. Hold on. Stand by. Issues are happening. Oh God. Oh no. Oh Lord. Come on. There we go. Okay. All right. So now, where's my phone? Oh, we're gonna hot swap the TV channels to the Xbox. Xbox specific channel. I can no longer see what the camera's capturing, so I'm hoping for the best. We're gonna raise this a little bit. Hoping for the best. Let me hop into the stream real quick. I need to make sure I'm not just like filming the floor. There we go. Okay. I'm in the stream. I'm putting it here. Okay, so that's what we're filming. Got it. That's fine. I'm gonna shift it just a tad that way. All right. Oh, moment of truth. That looks like a working Xbox to me. You never really notice how much sound is dampened by that top shield. Yeah, that's looking like it's working to me. Holy shit. Did we do it? Oh, I didn't mean that. Whatever. Let me just go free skate real quick. Yeah, that's not my custom guy. Yeah, there we go. All right, let me just use the Xbox and see. That's the wrong thing. See if it kind of gets hot. Are you enjoying Unregistered Hypercam 2? Play a level. I don't care. Yeah, let's go to Boston. All right, I'm popping a squat back in the computer chair. All right, hold on. At the very least, let me try to get the camera at an actual angle that you can see. Again, due to stream delay, I can't see what this looks like, so I'm just going to wait until the stream itself catches up. And then, because I'm using my phone down there. So once the stream catches up, hold on, we're there. Hold on, hang on. Oh, we're almost in frame. Wow, that's like, what, a 20-second delay? That's nuts. I think that's as high as the webcam will go. All right, whatever, I'm going for it. I mean, here's the thing. The Xbox doesn't sound good. Doesn't sound great. But I also don't know if it's sounding like that because I don't have the top shielding on, which is probably the case. I'm gonna assume. So I hope you're ready for like the worst way to watch Tony Hawk, and two, the worst gameplay of Tony Hawk. But I don't know. She seems to be working to me, boss. I have to get my copy of Actual Underground resurfaced. Hopefully I can do that tomorrow. Because it used to work and it doesn't anymore, and I'm sad about that. But I don't know, fellas. I think I'm going to call this done. Okay. Well, with that, yeah, I am. It looks done to me. Let me. Yeah, I think we're outie. I think that's it. I'm just gonna put. I'm gonna put the Xbox together, and then I think that's it. So let me try and There we go. Okay. So now you're kind of getting, you're seeing this, how the sausage is made a little bit here. So let me move this back down. I'm gonna, how do I want to do this? I'm gonna, all right, welcome back to the void. Just popping it down here. Yep, that's fine. Okay. Let me pull out this. I'll give you a great narration of what's happening. I'm pulling the Xbox out of the credenza. Trying to hide the... Oh my god. Trying to move cables around, and it's a pain in the ass. There we go. Alright, the Xbox has been acquired. It is now getting set back on the table. The table is now being precariously scooted back to position. The camera is rotating. You are now looking at a very close-up image of my screwdriver. Now a very close-up image of the thermal paste and paper towels. Now the floor. Or something. I'm going to try to get the webcam back up. Boy, they sure don't make $20 Amazon branded webcams like this anymore, let me tell you. Alright. Now don't show anything that would... don't show anything that would dox my children. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. YouTube censors are like, what was that? That was my fingers. Hold on. Okay. Well... Huh. But we're like over here, though. I need you to be... But this fucking leg... Oh, wait, I can just raise the webcam. Oh my god, I'm so fucking smart. Wow. Okay. Woo. Sometimes my genius impresses even myself. So. It works. I've done the thing. The only other... We're not in focus. The only other minute improvements I wish to make, not really to the console itself, but to the credenza that the console resides in, I just want to cut the back open more. I don't feel like there's enough airflow getting in there, and out of there. And but that's a tomorrow, and I'm not going to live stream that. That's just going to be just taking a hacksaw to some wood and going. But in the meantime, we can pop this shielding back on. We can pop the shielding back on. I swear to God. Okay, we can pop this shield. Hey, do you ever just want like a open-ended, open airflow Xbox? Because I'm thinking that might be the way to go. I try to pop this shield. I don't have it on backwards, right? I'm not that dumb. Like I'm pretty freaking stupid, let me tell you, but I don't think I'm that dumb. Hold on. Oh. Okay. Watch in amazement as this 26-year-old fights with a plastic cover for a 24-year-old console that he can't put back together. This is all because my mom chose to make me grow up with a GameCube. And now in my 20s, I feel some sort of sense of I missed out on everything and needed to go back and bought a PS2 and then it broke, and then I bought an Xbox and I learned that I really like the original Xbox. And so now we're here. So thanks, Mom. I'm about to just start shoving screws into this and just hoping that it locks in place. Oh, okay. You know what? When in doubt, turn the bitch vertical. Never mind. We still have quite the fucking... We still have quite the gap. Could I just... But what if I just... Followed by like a... So maybe don't do that. But hey, it's together. All right, we're just gonna flip that back. We're gonna flip that bad boy over. We're gonna put these bolts in, and we're gonna pretend that that didn't happen. We need this one. All right, because I'm gonna go absolutely mad. Let me make sure that these go back in the right spot. T9 in there, and you go here. Right, you are the Phillips head thingy, and yep. Okay, because I will absolutely lose my mind if those aren't in the right spot. And then hold on, let me try to bring this a little over so you can get this nice screwdriver action. And these long fucking screws. Oh yeah, there's still some movement in the case getting made. God, and people trust me to build computers. What a crazy mistake they're making. It'd be really funny if the Xbox just doesn't work now. Like I do all of this and it just doesn't work. I mean, the real test will come when I'm actually legitimately playing Underground for an extended period of time and see what happens. But I think with the new thermal paste and the bigger hole that I want to cut into the credenza, I think it'll have a couple more years left in it until that disk drive dies, because I know that's coming. And then when that happens, I don't know what. I'm not sure what we're gonna do then. But until that happens, But yeah, I think that's it. I didn't. I kind of expected this to be like a 30-minute to an hour process. I didn't actually expect it to be a 30-minute to an hour process, and I have been streaming for 52 minutes. So, you know what? When you're right, I guess. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna try to angle this back up. Don't swear to God, you show anything that doxes me or whatever. Okay, all right. Okay. But yeah, I'm just gonna end the stream now. Maybe this will be. I just kind of want to see how this would go. Jankily, just absolutely horrendously filming doing this, because I do enjoy doing tech repair like tech repair and cleaning stuff. Um, I know the yearly clean of my consoles is coming up, so maybe there'll be another stream at some point where I will just be taking apart shit and cleaning it. I just whacked the fuck out of this mic. It's also angled at like my nipple. Like it's not even angled up correctly. Who would have guessed these $20 Amazon microphones aren't that great? And they sound like butt. But oh my god, get on there. But where are you going now? Anyway, well, maybe there'll be another stream of me cleaning those, or I don't know, maybe I'll try to get back into live streaming video games again. It's been 2.5 years. It's been a bit. I've tried to focus on just doing YouTube stuff, but that has its creative slumps and ups and downs. So with streaming, I can just kind of, you know. So, anyhow, I'm gonna end this here. Thank you all for joining. I actually am shocked there are people here, so thank you. But I'm gonna dip out. Have a good one. I'm gonna pop this back into its case, or into the credenza, and you go to bed. And it's after midnight, so bye.